Hi everyone, it's me, Sally, aka Sailor Tarot Magic, and we're gonna do tarot today for fire signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this is for the full moon in Leo. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna be coming on today because I did say that I was only gonna do the astrological seasons, but once I saw that the full moon was gonna be in Leo, for this Aquarius season, I had to jump on, and I'll explain why. And it's a little bit of a story, so if you have a minute, just bear with me. So, I know I talk about always doing your birth charts, and the reason why that's important is because you'll see different aspects of where the planets are, where you're born, and it does reflect on your personality and what you may find challenging in your life. So, for the longest time, I wasn't sure that I had the correct birth time. So, and I don't think I've ever told a story on the channel. I may have told on my Instagram. So, the first time I looked up my birth chart was in 2019. And I had asked my mom what time I was born, but I have a copy of my birth certificate, but it wasn't exactly listed on there, which I found strange. Um, anyway, I took her word as that's what my birth time was. And I did my birth chart and I went by that and I didn't question it for a few years. And looking deeper and looking at the houses and looking at the aspects, like, certain things are accurate based on the day, but the birth time changes the positioning of the houses and it changes your rising sign at the very least. And something was telling me that my birth chart wasn't right. I really don't know. And once I started talking to my dad, I was trying to confirm, is this the right birth time? And he wasn't sure. I asked my sister, and I was like, you know what? How can I get my actual birth time and know that it's right? So I did digging and I went online and I went to the New York State website and I got my birth chart. I got a copy of what is called a long form birth certificate. But because the hospital I was born in was closed, I had to make sure that all my information was correct or they wouldn't be able to look it up. And then I had to pay like an extra $40 to have it like UPS to me. So make sure I get it. And, because I'm, on this journey, I really wanted to make sure that it was accurate. So I get my time and it's 12 hours off. So if you know anything about astrology, that totally flipped my birth chart. And what I thought was my moon sign was actually not. So the reason why this upcoming full moon is special is because this is my natal moon and one that I didn't even know about until recently. So I thought I was a Cancer moon because of the inaccurate birth time my mom gave me. She told me 9 a.m., but it was actually 9 p.m. So that not only changed my moon sign because the moon sign changes every 2 days. So it was going from Cancer to Leo when I was born, but also the 12 hours showed that I had the opposite rising sign. I thought I was Aquarius rising, but it turns out I'm Leo rising, which, if you know anything about astrology, those are polar opposites. So I felt like I was dimming my own light by not knowing my real birth chart. So, not that I'm gonna do readings for every like full moon and new moon because that's a lot of pressure, and depending what I'm working on, I may not get to it. But this one is important to me, and so I want to explain it for you and see what it means for you. Whether you have your birth chart done or not. At the very least, even if you don't have your birth time, you can find out your moon sign. So, Leo energy, and I did put a description in this video if you want to understand. So, Leos represent a lot of big, warm energy, and they're ruled by the sun, and inside the body they're ruled by the heart. So I get also a lot of courageous, a lot of loyalty. They're very much loud people. If you're into Harry Potter, think Gryffindor house, like courageous, they want to lead. And, knowing that about me, knowing that my rising and moon sign is in Leo, I definitely see that. And when you look at the rising sign, and it can also mean physical traits. So people say, people with Leo rising have really big hair. And I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. And like to not know that. So I feel like this is the first full moon where it's my natal moon, and I can appreciate that. And if you think I'm lying or I'm full of shit, you can go back and look at my channel because I have a whole installment of full moon in Cancer. And I was so excited thinking that that was my natal moon with my Sailor Moon shit and everything. And that's fine. I can still accept that because if you go to Vedic astrology or however you call it would say that I have a Cancer moon. And it's just a different calculation. So I'm like, I can still accept that. It exists somewhere. But for now, and for lack of, complicating things for those of you that are just learning, I have a Leo moon and I have a Leo rising and I'm a Sagittarius sun. So I'm all fire in my big three. And I really love that about me and my personality. And you don't even have to, have all fire, be fire dominant to lean into this energy. You know, I wrote in the description of this video that Leo energy can be misconstrued for like big egos or, always wanting the attention. And that's not necessarily the case because I feel like, you can have that energy of you want to shine, whether there's an audience or not, whether people are watching or not. This is who you are. And it's just a constant, like when you evolve into that energy. And so this is a special full moon and it is on Sunday. So if you're into any full moon rituals, if you would like to manifest, I know a common one that you always hear that's easy to start is to write things that you would like to manifest on a piece of paper and you can burn it. And that is very effective to communicate to the powers that be, your higher powers, and to also feel like you are releasing something and it's in the physical world. So, I didn't fail to forget that it is also February and Valentine's season. And because I have the upcoming event Love is in the Air in Keyport, I do I do have a love themed oracle deck because, again, I'm calling back other videos on my channel. I noticed that the one about Doreen Virtue's oracle has been getting a lot of views, and the oracle deck that I replaced it is not really love centered. So I did some research to find a love themed, romantic themed oracle deck, and I did find one. Here it is. It's called the Hidden Truth Oracle. So I'm going to use that today, and I will be using it in Keyport for those of you who would like a romantic or relationship message. But I'm not really a fan of doing full-on love readings, so I'm just going to have this be a separate message because if you saw when I did my love readings, it's not my natural flow, and I'll do it if I'm doing a personal and the person wants a love message. But for the most part, I'm not super comfortable with it. I'm more with the general, and if love comes up, we'll take that as a message. Okay, so the only other thing I would like to announce is if you would like to learn tarot yourself, I will be doing a intro to tarot webinar. And you don't have to be local for that because I'm doing it on Zoom. And that will be in March. And if you're interested in that, I have a Google form to find out where your learning level is at. And that is also in the description of this video. So if you would like a personal read, you can contact me via Instagram, DM, or you can call or text. My number is 732-314-0777. And if you're liking my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, And for a full picture, watch your sun, moon, and rising readings. Okay. So keep in mind, this is a general read. If I'm not picking up on your energy, it's if it doesn't resonate with you. And you can always reach out to me. Okay. So this is how we're going to do the oracle since, this is new. Think of a person, past, present, or future. If they could say something to you, what would they say? And let's try to focus it on romantic energy. So this could be an ex, this could be a future love and how you want them to treat you, or this can be your present person. So think of a person. Okay, so if that person could say something to you, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what would they say? All right, give me one oracle card. If this person could say something to fire signs, what would they say? Okay, so your oracle says, I'm so attracted to you. So this could be if for those of you who are single, this could be new energy that's coming in. So this is saying to be open, put yourself out there, be in your element, because this is what's going to attract, that new partner or that new love. If you're thinking of an ex or a past person, this is saying that that person's like not over you. And if they have done you wrong, I feel like you're over this person and you just want to see if that person's still thinking of you. I want to say yes, but I don't feel like that situation is worth exploring. So keep in mind, this is a separate message from the tarot read, but you can take that however you'd like and leave what doesn't resonate. Okay. So, what is the message for fire signs for this full moon in Leo? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Give me 5 cards. And I'm using Pastel Magic Tarot deck for those of you that are interested. And again, the oracle was Hidden Truth Oracle. Okay. All right. So, what is the message for fire signs? What do they need to know for this upcoming full moon in Leo? And this full moon in Leo is on Sunday. All right. Give me one card for the present energy. Okay. So you got 6 of Cups reversed. Okay, so for those of you who resonate with that past or thinking of a past person, or even it doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be you're stuck in whatever past energy, and that's something that you can let go of for this full moon in Leo, because the full moon in Leo is like saying to you energetically, there are things holding you back from reaching your highest potential, and a lot of it has to do with your past. So whether it be, ways you've been disappointed, or just being used to things not going your way, and just because that is your experience in the past does not mean it needs to affect you moving forward. So this is what I get from the 6 of Cups reversed. Okay. So, what is the past energy relevant to the situation? And I'm really curious to see this since it seems that you're stuck in the past. So, this will help me clarify that story. Hierophant reversed. Okay, I'm very much getting a love message from this. So, if you're not single, or if you're in a happy relationship, I'm not picking up on your energy so far, FYI. So, in the past, I get Hierophant reversed. And this is telling me that you were in a serious relationship and you thought you were going to get married to this person, you were going to move in with this person and have kids, and then that didn't happen. And you're still very much hung up on that, what could have been and what went wrong. And this is why you're thinking of what this person feels. And, when it comes to relationships, which again, I said I don't really like giving advice on, I feel like there needs to be something more than just the feelings and just the attraction. There also needs to be compatibility, a mutual stability, and mutual goals and interests. Do they always have to be there? No, but I definitely feel like that helps. And that may have been a lot of the reason why this relationship fell apart. So yeah, these So if it indeed is a relationship that's holding you back, this is something you can think about for the full moon in Leo. Okay. All right. So what is the future slash advice for fire signs for this full moon in Leo? Woo, it's getting warm. Death reversed. Okay. Again, I'm getting the message, and you know what? This is very specific. I don't see this resonating with everyone that watches this. Again, if you are in a happy relationship or if you are not single, I don't see this resonating with you. This is clearly about somebody who is heartbroken over a past relationship, because death reverse tells me they're still hung up on the past relationship, the past person. You really, really wanted that, and it's a hard time for you letting go that it didn't work. So until you are able to fully let this go, nothing, like no new person is going to come in because you're not ready, and it's about focusing on yourself. And this is the best time to focus on yourself because Leo is all about me, me, me. So, I would say try to do some self-love dates with yourself. Pamper yourself. Go to the spa, get a massage, go to the movies, have solo dates, buy yourself things, treat yourself, because this is going to make you realize that whatever that person didn't see in you or didn't see potential, you can see that in yourself. And in that way, attract whatever it is later down the line. You know, I have a feeling now that the oracle cards are going to bring a love message for every single element. All right. Why is this all happening? Page of Cups. Okay. So you really want a family is what I'm getting from this, cuz Page of Cups talks about inner child, wanting a family, wanting that storybook ending. So you really, really, really wanted that to work with this person because you want kids. You want the picket fence, boy, girl, son, daughter, and it didn't happen. And that's the hard part of what you're hung up on. And what I want to say is there are other ways for you to connect with your inner child than just wanting to have kids. You may have like blinders on where it's like, this is the only thing that will work to make me happy. And it's about expanding your horizons and finding what else can make you happy. Yeah, and very much surrounding a relationship that you put all your eggs in one basket, and that's okay to be vulnerable to a person, but understand it didn't work, and it's time to focus on yourself, maybe your career and your money, and move on from that. Okay. All right. So what is the best possible outcome for fire signs for this full moon in Leo? Okay. So you got 9 of Wands reversed. So this is telling me that you are going to release that energy and really let go of the past relationship. And you're also going to look at the role that you played, and you're like, did I enable this person, or did I always try to make them happy? Did I hide like my true feelings, and realize that the person you are supposed to be with, you're not going to have to change yourself, you're not going to have to filter yourself. They're just going to love you as is, and you're supposed to be in the mode of self evolution and focus on yourself with this full moon in Leo. Okay, so that is the message for you, fire signs. So you can take this with you into the next lunar cycle. And remember, the full moon in Leo is on Sunday. So if you'd like to do your moon rituals this weekend, you can do them tonight, tomorrow, or on Sunday. And so that is the reading for you, fire signs. And remember, energy is your greatest currency. And I will be doing earth signs next. See you next time. Bye.